So like I know you didn't damn near grew up on the east side damn near your whole life type shit, right? Like from where you are now all the way back to where you are born.
Gee, this the first
time you probably like not out of the east side.
Not hearing, bro, just like not hearing sirens anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? And being able to, like, I can like literally like walk the block and like I feel like every Chicago nigga has that like guard on them 24/7, but like, right? But like being able to walk and kind of just know ain't nobody gonna try me right now, G. It's amazing, bro. But like, I feel like I just said though,
you still
niggas got that. That's
is that an effect,
bro? Just because like, just off strength, like my pops was growing up. Every time I left the crib, he would just watch your back.
Right.
Don't like. If somebody walking up to you, go across, see what they doing. Like, watch the surrounding, feel it. Like, every fucking time I left the fucking crib, G. So it's like, that's all I fucking heard. And I mean,
what age that started though?
Oh, I mean, bro, I started taking a train to school, like, what, 5th grade? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, motherfuckers was on their own. Like, and I had to, and he put me on because I got my fucking sister with me. She in, like, pre-K.
So you had to be on
I gotta watch out for her.
You know
what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm always aware of my surroundings no matter what. Like, it's like, if you get close to me, it's like, I feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? I hate when I fly. I like going on the plane last low key because I just hate motherfuckers being behind me, bro. You just so anxious, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, folks?
I agree with everything that Chris said. Like growing up in the bed, like in like certain neighborhoods, like it makes you like more aware of everything going on around you. Like because you never know. Like wrong place, wrong time is a big thing. Like it happens a lot. So like you might be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but if you're aware, you could probably avoid.
It's like you can feel that shit in the air, bro.
So just like Chris, you grew up in the same neighborhood from the moment you were born to when you moved out on your own.
Yeah.
10 minutes away.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like from the moment you were born, you lived in one central area until you decided to move out on your own, right?
Yeah. So like, only thing about that shit is like I feel like I got lucky with is like I didn't go to my neighborhood school. So like you can grow up in a neighborhood, but like if you go to like a different school, it kind of like give you perspective on like both sides, different sides of the world. So you like, all right, I know what I'm living every day, but I'm spending time doing this other shit every day. So like I can kind of take what I'm learning, you know what I'm saying, from the crib, and then take that to school type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like motherfuckers not, you know, you going to school, motherfuckers who not from where you from, or maybe like a few of y'all, you know what I'm saying, like they don't understand you type shit.
Yeah, or and that shit is timeless, bro. Because it's like it's shit that I learned like at 15 that I still use to this day.
And that's an effect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could be having a conversation right now with somebody, right? Somebody who like opposite end of the stick. But certain things I say, certain ways I say, they might like not necessarily saying that they might not understand what I'm saying because I can't like say certain things and put things certain ways. I gotta like, you know, try to like adjust to them. You know what I'm saying? But like that's just how I'm used to like shit talking like growing up. Like it's not like I'm trying to like put it a certain way. I'm just trying to like I don't know. Like basically so like you can understand what I'm saying, because if I want to talk how I want to talk shit, then 9 times out of 10, I mean, you talk to the average person on the street, they probably won't understand you type.
That's facts.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like growing up in a bad neighborhood though, like just in general, like it just like in not even like say like bad neighborhood, but like a certain type of neighborhood, it just like teaches you and like shows you different lessons and different like attributes that you won't have. Like Chris said, like, you know, living downtown, like shit. I ain't worried about shit like walking around, but I'm still aware, but I ain't worried about shit down there.
So kind of to go off what y'all said, like I grew up in a lot of different neighborhoods. Like it was never just one from the moment I was born. It was a few. Mm-hmm. And to grow up around Chicago, what I learned in different neighborhoods, and like some were worse than others, is I learned how to camouflage myself. And how to walk into a dangerous neighborhood
that's important
and not be touched, because I know what I'm doing. I know how to give the look of like nobody fucking
you in the
me.
background type
exactly,
shit. That's so
exactly. Or what's known in Chicago as a neutron. Motherfuckers see me, they're like instantly you a neutron. Like, so there's like, okay, like,
You
you really not on shit.
So cool, fast.
I was waiting on it.
I know.
God bless.
Like growing up in Chicago, I feel like we just like more on edge with like coming to certain shit. Like we just more like we ain't just gonna be like, oh, like more not until we not just like, oh yeah, fuck it, come on. No. We gonna analyze the situation in our head, then be like, oh yeah, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna like take our time like making a decision because like we know we basically can't trust everybody.
No, you can't trust anybody. And then honestly,
it's real
past experience.
From a city where everybody trying to get that shit out the mud.
Yeah. Past experience too, because you go through an experience where you be like, all right, bet I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna take the fact that you say it's safe, and you go there, you be like,
bro. But Chicago, one of the few cities where everybody trying to get that shit out the mud. Like they put motherfuckers that's from out south around motherfuckers that's from up north. You feel me? Like location wise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't merge for like Los Angeles or anywhere else. But I know for a fact, I'm like, even if you move up north, you around niggas that come from trenches. Period.
That's
like
right.
they trying to get it from where they can. Period. I'm like in Los Angeles, Calabasas, and all the other shit, that sound like all rich motherfuckers. It ain't no space in Chicago like that.
No. You can make it to any neighborhood in Chicago if you.
There's some scammers living right next door to you. You feel me? Like if you a doctor,
you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of motherfuckers be saying, you know, Chicago niggas act this way or that way. I just feel like I get that, but like you really motherfuckers who make it in Chicago, you gotta act a certain way. I feel like. Motherfuckers say you act in Chicago, it's like, nigga, I'm doing what I gotta do to survive in my city, motherfucker. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you from Chicago, then you can survive anywhere. So I'm gonna apply what I do in the city anywhere. Because I know if bro, like
you know somebody following you, like you in there, you walking down the block, you like.
And I get what motherfuckers saying, like, oh, so he saying, so Chris saying, motherfucker, that's not what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is, ain't no city worse than Chicago, G. I ain't saying the cities ain't bad out there, but your shit, what's going on in your city, I guarantee it's not worse than what's going on here, G.
And that's the thing, and like on top of that, bro, I just say like when you say you can make it in Chicago, that shit got something to do with being like, you know, violence and shit, being a dangerous shit. But it also got something to do with like success.
But yeah,
like you can succeed in Chicago.
You make it in Chicago.
You can go anywhere and succeed.
That's why
it's so hard.
That's why, bro. If you listen to Joe Budden's podcast, bro, that's why Von Dam was so fucking hardcore, because you know that nigga from the actual streets.
Yeah, he was.
And you know where his money's going after he gets it. You feel me? Like that nigga literally said on the interview with Gilly and them, he said, bro, I took 100,000 back to the hood.
He has a video.
He said, like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Splits
he said, I
his
got 100,000. He said, I get 100,000 to my mom's. He said, then the next 100,000 went to the hood, because them niggas.
The world gotta start giving niggas their respect.
They've been all dreaming that dream with me.
And I don't want to throw race out there, but there's a lot of white motherfuckers that's out there succeeding that's not doing that.
That's not,
you know what I'm saying?
But all you talking about with Vaughn is
about what.
But they not coming from. But they not coming from the trenches.
They not coming from that. They don't have to.
Because
even if you poor and Caucasian.
And Duck was bringing hella
bullshit. Even poor Caucasian people ain't not from that. Police trying
so wait, so from that though.
You feel me? They not dealing with that.
Most of them not from the trenches, so they don't have to. Like they not from that same background, so they don't have to have. Yeah, like it's not.
To combat that,
like more of them on the same level.
To combat that, I come from like I said, half white, half black. My mom's Caucasian and shit. I come from a family of Caucasians who weren't necessarily set up. They were poor. Like you feel me? Like they were poor.
But they don't have their own like poor neighborhoods though.
So no. They don't have their own. They don't have their own poor neighborhoods. But what I'm saying is like the difference between is once one motherfucker get on in a black family, they try to help everybody else get on. In a white family, from what my experience is that.
I can agree to that.
I got on.
I can agree to that.
Hey, time out. But this is my. I'm talking about from like. I get what you say. I'm saying.
I'm talking about
to go back to a topic that we went over. I'm like, this is what I meant by black people blaming black people. I'm like, in a white family. Down the line of your like history line, somebody you feel me like somebody is better off than like black families coming from slavery. So nobody as far back as you go back in the shit, nobody got shit. So it's like when you touch a meal, as fucked up as it is for your family to ask for a piece of that shit, you got to think about it from their perspective. Nobody in this motherfucker, like the best we touched is like a minimum wage job.
So look, to say that
circumstance, you feel me?
To say that is that my uncles have had jobs where they developed a skill, like they got a trade, or they just got a good job with a good company.
Oh, bro, built it up from there
on the white side, like.
But I'm saying either way, it's just like if you build a skill,
talking about the white side, and my experience is more so like uncle developed a trade, other uncle got a good job, lined it up. But they didn't give that back directly to their family. They didn't sit there.
Owe that shit to nobody.
I'm not saying that they owe that shit. I'm just saying that more so like I feel like on a black family, when they get connected, when they get a trade, when they get put in a good company, when they look out for their family. Like, okay, I'm in a company. How can I bring my nephew in? How can I bring my little cousin in? How can I do this for the rest of my family? On my white side, it wasn't that. It was more so like, look, this is what I did. You have to do this, and it's more so like you just got to put your time in. So,
but what I'm saying is, as a black person, it shouldn't have to be like that. But it's that because of what motherfuckers put us through.
I agree with you because like I have an uncle who's like
because I'm not trying to say
very successful in the company, but never once he was like as I was growing up, he was moving up in the company, and he was never once to tell me like, hey. Like even if you have I feel like if you have a black uncle or a black family member in a company, they moving up as you growing up. They're gonna tell you like, look, go into this field and I got you.
But
my uncles never did that to me. My uncles never did that for me because it wasn't like more so. It's just like I feel like Caucasian families on my side. They look out for themselves and their immediate family and not us, everybody as a group. So
but it's that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I'm trying to say, like, niggas that's watching this shit is going to look at that shit, like what you saying, and they're going to be like, your uncle on some selfish shit. That's not what it is. He ain't coming from like the hundreds of years of background that we coming from. You feel me? Like he ain't gotta look for it as a whole.
That's what I'm saying. But
that's
my
my
point though.
Been set up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying is like for them, they're just like, look, if I can do it, you can do it, and we've come from the same place. So that's what I'm saying. Like for white people, it's just more so like they believe that everybody has an equal chance. Because they're given that chance.
Right.
For black people, they know that it's not the case. And we have to look out for everybody else growing up. Like I said, my white family, they're like, shit, I made it. And if you didn't, that's on you. Black side, they're like, shit, I made it. How can I help you?
Okay. But you know why some niggas in Chicago don't fuck with Vaughn? And this is just me being 100 right now. There's like, if depending on where you grew up in Chicago, you know 5 niggas that rap better than Vaughn. You feel me? Yeah. It's about exactly like Vaughn said on Gilly and them shit on $1 Million Worth of Game. It's about who get that fucking chance to leave the hood. You feel me? Just like Ron Artest, bro. This the realest shit Ron Artest ever did. I swear to God. And Quan put me on this shit. He did the All the Smoke interview, right? They asked Ron Artest who the top 5 niggas from New York that he ever seen who. Naming niggas you ain't never heard of. He like this fam was number 1, but. You feel me? His family, his BM married a nigga that was in the streets, so he had to be in the streets. Got caught up. You feel me? Like shit like that.
You said about Chicago.
It's like y'all wanted that nigga, but as white America or like regular America, y'all wanted that nigga to come out and be like Carmelo, Kenny Anderson. You feel me? Like name the niggas you know. Like fuck that. No, it's Lynn Bias OD'd off coke and was supposed to be better than Michael Jordan. You feel me? Like it's just like
there was a lot of them though.
Hurdles that we gotta cross as black people. Y'all don't have to cross.
That's facts.
What's the name?
And we got beat them odds and get to the NBA.
That's why
and be great. You feel me?
Like it's hard.
So look.
Benji Wilson, bro. Benji Wilson was bro. If you watch that documentary, you got niggas that run the NBA at the time saying Benji was supposed. Larry Bird like nigga, we wanted Benji. Magic Johnson, nigga, we wanted Benji. Benji gets shot. You feel me? Like on some bullshit.
Like so. To touch on like, I don't want to get too deep into that, but the opportunity.
No, not too deep. I'm just saying, like,
opportunity thing is definitely about who gets the opportunity because the opportunity circumstances plays an effect on all that because you're not just battling. You're not just battling the goal. You battling the goal and everything that comes with,
bro. That's what I just put on my fucking application, bro. On my essay, bro. That access and opportunity, bro, is the issue, right?
But to go back on what you said about your white family, your black family.
Right.
I wouldn't make that about race because I know what you mean, that y'all know how you, because you just telling your side what you right, exactly. But I don't want people to think that's a race thing because me, I have black family, but y'all know me, y'all know I know wealthy white people. I have wealthy white friends. I know people who came from certain backgrounds. I know, and from what I've known, from what I've seen, I can't sit there and say we own I know white people who like their parents are like fucking CEOs of top companies, and they kids don't have to worry about shit, and they put them on. They put them on.
One of my homies from Marquette.
So even in them positions that you're talking about, even in the positions that you're talking about with black people, like Quan's saying, that's like a position like your cousin might be assistant manager. You feel me? And you want him to get you the ends on that job. He ain't like, you feel me? Like, as opposed to like if you was a different race, your cousin didn't own this bitch.
Like my
you
thing,
feel me? I'm like as an
is,
assistant manager, I can only get you so far. I'm gonna try to get you the ends through the door, but
this my thing.
I ain't even that. You feel me?
This my thing. Hold on, bro.
They're still taking a risk. Like,
right. Even at that, bro. Like you assistant manager and you try to get your cousin to drop.
You're taking a risk by giving him that job. He has to be the one to like actually do well in that job.
Right. So that's expectation.
Right.
That's what I expect. You know, so if I put you on blah blah, what I expect. You know, like I could be the type of motherfucker I can get on. I can start a company. I could be a millionaire, and I could, you know what I'm saying, only put a number amount of motherfuckers on. But you can't judge me because that's what I did. Because you know what, them the motherfuckers who I deserve should be put on. Yeah. It's some people that's gonna get on and feel like, oh, I gotta put me and 15, 20 motherfuckers around me on, and that's not necessarily the case. Then they end up broke. Then they like, damn, why the fuck I put all these motherfuckers on, and then they be like, oh what? And then like you don't necessarily get nothing out of that. Motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, he blah. But shit, if you struggling, so you did all that successful. You got success for no reason. So like that shit with the black and white side. Like I would just say that's on some. I couldn't even say that's because the white family black. I just say that's like this.
Circumstances.
As a person and who you are. Fuck the color, and that's the problem.
Fuck the color. It's
about if you understand, like how you said, Eric, opportunity. Okay, if I got certain circumstances, I have to beat this opportunity. Boom, I beat it. I get there. Boom. If I'm the type of person that like, alright, I'm gonna put the motherfuckers around me who I want around me to put them on. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna put everybody on? Hell no, I ain't putting everybody on.
But this is what I'm saying.
If I get to that point, walk up. It's like you can only do so much. You gotta see that you can only do certain much at depending on what stage you at in your life. Like it ain't about. Oh, I'm on. Your uncles got on. They put everybody on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they was just on enough for them to be on, and they families to be on.
So this what I'm saying though, bro.
A lot goes into that shit. It just depends on who you are, the type of person that you are, and the people you got around you, and
it's
shit,
not
what you doing.
It's not a race thing, bro. It's like if my family since day one been in the carpet business. If anybody trying to get in the carpet business, we got you.
Right, exactly.
Right.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, as a black people, we have to understand we ain't been in no business.
Right.
You feel me? Because of the situation that's been put on us.
Just give
like
everybody
anything you in, we do.
So you gotta pick whoever's the best person for the job.
You feel me? Like
whether they're black, whether they're your family.
Anything we in right now,
they gotta be moving towards the same goal you're going towards.
I'm like, you can't depend on your black cousin as a supervisor in Marshall Fields to get everybody a job in Marshall Fields.
They might fuck up.
Like, so he might be the only black supervisor in Marshall Fields. You feel me?
How you think he got there if he just gonna let anybody in that bitch? If your cousin is a goofball Jamal and gonna tweak and shit and make folks look bad,
fuck your rep. You can't get mad put in position unless you ready for that shit.
So I'm gonna do is smoke him.
Accountability.
So with that being said, like you're in the position of power, and you know your cousins them are not gonna help you. do you believe like do you believe in karma? Like sit there and say like you can help your cousin out to get him a job, but you know it's not gonna work out with him.
Hey, shit, can we start behind camera for this one? Alright, so it's me and Corlin. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so what y'all believe about karma?
Personally, I feel like I'm 50-50 on the shit. You feel me? Like, I feel like some people, what they say about karma be real, but at the same time, it's a lot of niggas that we know for a fact have done dirt, and they are just doing well. You feel me? Like, if karma real, it's even like people that we look up to as black people, like Jay-Z, who's selling crack. You feel me? Like, if we keep it at 100, Jay-Z was selling drug dealer.
I don't look up to Jay-Z.
In the streets. No, I'm not talking about people you look up to. I'm talking about karma. You feel me? Like, if karma was real,
but
you feel me? A nigga who's been doing that and like doing the street, he was doing in the streets to get along. You feel me? Nothing's coming back and hit Jay-Z. Jay-Z a billionaire. That we know of.
Before you touch on Eric, let Corlin go. Corlin, go ahead.
Go crazy, yo.
So what were we talking about? Like
karma,
karma is the
concept of karma, bro.
Yeah.
Fact in general, like doesn't exist.
So
you heard what Ye said. Nothing ever promised tomorrow.
I feel like
day.
it can exist. I feel like it can exist to a point, but I also believe that karma can affect you after this life. So if you live this life a certain way, and you're not, helping to give back, you're not just being a genuine person, it will fuck you up in the afterlife. You know what I mean? But like, it might not affect you during this life. You might be, a millionaire, a dickhead. Like, look at Trump. He could be the biggest asshole. He might not get in trouble for any of the shit that he's done, any of the people that he's fucked up.
Right.
But I feel like there will be repercussions, whether it's on this earth or after this.
Right.
So
go ahead, Charles.
Kind of to go off of like kind of what Eric's saying, like you can't necessarily say that about Jay-Z. Just for the simple fact that like we don't know what his karma
But we don't know what
because like he lost his nephew.
But we also don't know what the niggas' intentions was.
But like,
so
are we saying
like it's a lot of niggas that been sold crack. It's a lot of niggas. Not to say that like Jay-Z a bad person. I'm just saying like
no. I feel you.
I was
but
just
like,
using him as an example. It's just like
that's a bad example.
Jay-Z
to me because
had
we
to
don't
sell
know.
crack to get out their situation.
He
Niggas had to sell crack
he
to
did what he had to do.
Right, like he had to do what he had to do to get out, and for like Biggie. His karma, he ended up dying.
How can you
so for Jay-Z, he ended up maybe lost somebody. But for me, I feel like karma is out there, but it's different for everybody. Like you said, everybody. It's different strokes for different folks.
So how do you feel about
it? Karma. So for me, I feel like me personally, you put into the world whatever you want. Mm-hmm. So it's like if I'm putting in evil to the world and I may not see the repercussions of it right away, eventually I'm gonna get evil out of the world. But if I'm doing something to the world to better myself, eventually the world's gonna be like, look, you only did that because you had to.
Because
and the world's gonna be like, look, let me help you out and put you in a better situation to where it's like you not hurting everybody else around you. You making your money because you want to. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can't necessarily use Jay-Z because you don't know what his intentions were. Like
that's why I was clearing it up. I ain't want it to be Jay-Z because I'm just saying as a black person, that's the first thing we look to is billionaire.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts. No,
that's why
a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. Like, bro, Harvey Weinstein before they called him, what? You feel me? Like what?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like if he's been doing the stuff that people been saying, what has been happening to him this whole time until now? You feel me? Like now he's reaping the benefit, like reaping what he sold and shit. Yeah. But up until now, he's been a Hollywood billionaire.
He's at the end of his life. He's probably
you heard Damon Dash, bro.
All the shit he
bro, you heard Damon Dash, bro. A man like Damon Dash, who's a businessman, has been labeled as irate for moves like saying Harvey Weinstein was out of pocket for touching chicks on a set of Paid in Full. You feel me? He been named irate for shit like that. Then in 2020, we finding out Harvey Weinstein raping chicks. You feel me? Like sexual assault. So obviously he was wrong then. So this nigga has had a whole name for himself that's been false based off some correcting you when you was wrong. Yeah. You feel me? Like Terry Crews, as much as Terry Crews been selling out in general. So we ain't gonna say it like we defending Terry Crews, but I'm gonna say it like this. I think the fact that Terry Crews is like 250 and built like a linebacker makes it bogus as hell that he got sexually assaulted. He got sexually assaulted, bro. I don't care what the circumstances is, what you think about that shit. Any nigga grab your shit, you feel me? Like, that's sexual assault. I'm like, we looking at him bogus because he big as shit, but at the end of the day, nigga, if you got $20 million on the line and you Julio Jones and nigga grab you by the shit, what you gonna think about what you do? You feel me? Because we black, we gotta think about it. Because we never been in that position.
That goes back to like the things that like we're taught young as black people. Like you're not supposed to like.
Speak
like
up.
Like that was like
Speak up.
yeah, exactly.
That was day one.
That was looked down.
Don't let nobody touch you
for him speaking up about
speak
that.
Don't speak up.
But
like you'll be okay. You'll deal with
literally,
it.
And if you
like
keep it,
he was supposed to react in a negative way, punch the dude, do something,
and
his career.
And if you keep it 100, Terry Crews told us back when he first said that allegation, he was like, all the niggas that did that shit to me, roll with Russell Simmons. And niggas ignored that shit. Russell ain't been back in America since them charges came out. You feel me? I'm like, a lot of them ain't been back in America since them charges came out. And Russell was the main one telling him, you overdoing it, drop them charges. Right. You feel me? Like, I'm like, and you hang with like not Weinstein specifically, but Weinstein-like niggas. Like, that's what I was telling my dad, bro. I was telling my dad, we had a hard conversation about this shit, bro. I'm like, even if y'all watched Hollywood for 50 years, so say we watching for a whole different 50 years than y'all. Even in that 100 years, we've always known that the underlying shit was that Hollywood is weird. Exactly. You feel me? I'm like, now y'all find out just how weird they are, and y'all act like y'all don't know. It's hundreds of black people that are talented and that don't make it to Hollywood. So you always knew if you was keeping it 100 with yourself, that like whoever this is on the camera did the extra mile. You feel me? Like they let somebody test them in a certain way. Not sexually, but like, you feel me? Niggas might have told Denzel to wear blackface or some goofy shit like that. Say that he liked chicken hella hard in the role. You feel me? Like, that's goofy as hell, but Denzel might did that shit.
That's why Dave Chappelle
get $1 million movie off.
So what he did something.
He didn't want to get in the fucking fat woman suit. He didn't want to do that shit. Like,
he was just like,
every black comedian had to do that.
Hey, I thought that shit was sexist, bro, because my dad presented that shit to me. But if you really think about it, it's wild. They've made a lot of niggas do that.
It's Tyler Perry,
like the
Eddie
whole
Murphy,
once you a certain level of black comedian, they make you get in a chick suit. Dave didn't do that shit. Hey, if you watch Dave Chappelle,
Jamie Foxx,
Jamie didn't do that shit.
Watch Dave Chappelle stand up, bro. Dave like, nigga, I looked up to Martin Lawrence. He like, Martin Lawrence did everything you could as a black comedian. He like, tell me what it is that makes a nigga like Martin Lawrence wave a gun naked on Hollywood Boulevard saying that they trying to get me. He like, and then after that, he cool. He like, it ain't like he tripping. You feel me? Like, Britney Spears shaved her shit bald, bro. Do y'all remember when Britney Spears was the same level as Beyonce?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, as a kid, we remember that shit, bro. Before Beyonce took off, it was
Britney
white people, Britney Spears, black people,
and
Beyonce.
The crazy thing is, Beyonce could never do that. She could never have a crazy moment
Yeah,
where she shaves her head, shows her, you know, she could never do that.
Perfect.
Her career would be over.
Check it out. Even on a smaller level,
blackball, bro.
even on the smaller level, Justin Timberlake left NSYNC. A black nigga could never leave. Beyonce, that's why Beyonce is
never
who she
leave
is.
their group.
You feel me? Because she left Destiny Child and successful.
More successful than
no black
They
like
only
like when people bailed off from Public Enemy and shit like that, it was a group thing. It wasn't like no singular person that was like, you feel me? Like even when Method Man bailed off from Wu-Tang, it wasn't like the same thing as like Nick leaving NSYNC. I mean, Justin leaving NSYNC. Justin was number one in NSYNC.
Look what the fuck.
After he left, all them niggas started working in Vegas.
This is a prime example. Who's the prime example? Who's the first black person to start off as a group and leave and go solo and have success? And what the fuck did they have to go through?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
Look
what
at
the
how
fuck?
big-
He left his
out.
brothers, nigga.
And what
Brothers
the fuck
and
happened to
And
Mike?
took
He left
about
his
like
brother-
5 years to get back
What the
regular.
fuck
He
happened to
literally
Mike, bro?
tried to mold himself into a white person. Like
He ain't hit until he was like a grown man. Like
Think
when
about
Rock
it
With You,
like
when all that
like,
shit came out, it was like
you
8.
look
It
at,
was like
like,
5,
Migos,
6 years
they can
after
never
the
survive-
Jackson
they can never
5.
survive on their
Yeah,
own.
yeah,
You know
they
what I'm
can never
saying?
put
Like,
money on.
Ray Sherman tried to do that. Now they starting to fall off. They try to do
Right.
their own shit,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It don't work that way.
It don't work.
And that shit goofy.
What you
Cause
think?
Ray Sherman, man.
Which
And that shit goofy.
Chris?
I ain't
You
gonna
believe
lie.
it?
I hear what niggas saying, but I low key disagree with y'all.
You don't believe in karma?
I do believe in karma, but just not in the way that y'all talking about it. I get kind of like what Cortland was saying about like how the shit you do in this life will like affect you in your like next life or your past life, or whatever. But like something with me, like I'm all about like balance. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like at the end of the day, the world is gonna balance itself out. Like motherfucker, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say. Like niggas can say a lot of shit about coronavirus and all this shit, but one thing I will say, I think this is the universe's way of calming us down as a people.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the earth is gonna balance itself out, bro. Like at the end of the day, we can talk about whatever the fuck caused coronavirus, but in the grand scheme of things, we as a human race need to chill the fuck out for a lot of reasons. So we are sitting the fuck down right now because I feel like if this shit didn't happen, I don't know what the man. We damn to save the planet. Like
we were
10,
killing the earth.
15
Like,
years.
This
Just
is- this could be the
you know what I'm
Earth,
saying?
like,
So
coming back.
I'm big on balance, bro. So I feel like karma always balances itself out, bro. And we was like, motherfucker was talking about Jay-Z and all that shit. Like, I feel like,
goofy.
He had
that
real,
nigga
like,
dumb,
but
nigga,
like,
bro. You don't know Jay-Z from a campaign, nigga.
but like, so like, motherfucker, like,
Stupid
that
motherfucker.
nigga is a billionaire, bro, and he got all this shit, but we don't know
It
what
look
is
good
going
outside,
on
but you don't know what he
But you
going
never
through,
know
man.
what
That's what
he
I'm
going
saying,
through personally.
Right,
He might have his
that's
own
what I'm
demons,
saying.
or
Exactly,
even
bro.
then,
It look
like
good
I,
outside,
or
you
let's
can't-
say,
you
or
can't
let's
say
say, or let's say, even then, Jay-Z could be happy as hell right now. It don't matter. Let's look at a nigga like Trump, bro. I feel like they talking about Trump fucking around might get pardoned once he got the fucking White House. So he might never go down for any of the shit that he did.
any of the shit.
I
that
feel
he's
like
done,
a lot of shit that determine your success in life is where you are set up when you are born, bro. And that's something that we as humans have no control over, G.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, let's say you don't reap your shit, your bad karma in this life, bro. That means in your next life, you could be in a fucking terrible ass. Trump could be fucking a black dude in the hood with his pop spraying out on him, and he on the block. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, with me, it's all
Not
about
even,
balance,
like,
G.
listen, like, I say Trump didn't even be worse than that. He'd be like motherfucker in Africa.
You don't exactly.
You feel me? Like, I'm
That's
saying,
what-
like,
exactly, bro.
Not a motherfucker on the block. Like, not a motherfucker on the block.
bro.
Motherfucker in Africa, G. Really
Third
going
world
through it.
type
Really going
shit,
through it.
G. You know, it's a lot of shit going on outside of
Because the
America.
block
You're
is
right,
sweet
G.
compared to third
That's
world
facts.
countries.
So
Motherfuckers
like,
at least going to the crib
That
and
block is sweet
motherfuckers.
compared-
that's
bro,
kind of
facts.
like I agree, bro. That's kind of like how I see karma. Like I think everything's a balance. You know, like life, everything will work itself out.
Motherfucker.
You know, you might not see it now. Fuck wrong with you?
Hey, come block this nigga out, G. Bro, I wish
Y'all
we
ain't see
should
this
block
nigga,
y'all
but he,
nigga out,
this
man.
nigga tweet.
So I think that you never gonna like. You might, you know, like karma might hit certain people like different ways than others. Like it hits everybody different. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you know you was living a certain way, you know you did a couple things behind closed doors that nobody know about. Eventually, you gonna get it. Like you might not get it now. You might get it after life. You never know what's gonna happen. But it's gonna happen. I just feel like it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, bro.
One way or another, it's gonna happen. You don't know how. You know how the severity of it. You might not know, but like karma is real. Like
we as humans, bro. At the end of the day, I feel like
Yeah.
our purpose in life is to
it's
achieve
real.
something that
Facts.
what makes us happy, bro. Pursuit
Yeah.
happiness. You know what I'm saying? So maybe to one motherfucker, money and success is what is happiness to him, but that might not be to a motherfucker. So just because a motherfucker, who the fuck knows? We don't know this nigga Trump. Trump could be. Might not be able to sleep at night because of the shit that he's had to do to come
Right.
Who the fuck knows? We have
That's
no
what I was
idea.
saying.
Trump
That's what I'm
not
saying.
gonna-
Like you
hey,
put in
Trump-
what you get out of it. You feel me? Like
Trump
you put
just
in what
fucked
you
America
The energy you
over.
put into the world, you
You
receive
get out. That's
You know
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
You speak whatever you want into
You
existence.
manifest that shit. G.
Negative,
Hey,
positive,
this the-
whatever. You speak that
Hey,
shit
this
into
the same
existence.
lesson. This the same lesson that come with the rap shit, bro. Like y'all rap and y'all be like not from Chicago, but y'all be in Chicago station. You feel me? And y'all talking hella shit about niggas from Chicago. You gotta deal with that eventually. Same shit with Trump. Trump, all his business in America, and he done fucked America over for 4 years. You feel me? I'm like, now he not president. You got to deal with that. And he wasn't expecting to not
go to Trump Tower before
you got to think about the level.
Niggas was fucking with Trump.
Like, I'm saying you
hate him.
Hey, Chris, you got to think about the level in which they set their expectations. Like, he did not expect in his head to not not win that bitch back to back. You feel me? So he didn't think he was gonna be seeing these problems. That's why he's saying shit like mid-election, like if I lose this shit, I might leave the country. Because he knows
he never expected
fuck this shit up,
bro.
You can look at this entire process.
I say this.
Hey, check this out. Even if niggas don't take action against Trump for shit he did while he in office, that chick Giselle is in custody. And she want to write a tell-all book about how him and Epstein and Prince Andrew was running around wild doing OC shit all years. So I'm like, if that nigga not president, what position is he gonna be in when you find out he done fucked with like a 14-year-old or some goofy shit like that?
I'm not gonna sit here and say he fucked up our country the last 4 years. I mean, we all got
the country been fucked up for a minute.
We can't yet, bro. Like that whole honestly, bro, the way the world is nowadays, this is the thing. Fuck whoever the president is. Like people need to understand, okay, yeah, was he out of pocket shit he said, of course, because that's not what a leader's supposed to do. Yeah. He's not a leader of a country. But the economy was fucking up. Motherfucking prices was down. A lot of motherfuckers were making their fucking bag since the motherfucker been in office, but his ways and the way he sees shit may not be the right way of what we need.
Bro.
What I'm saying is this, bro. Regardless of what happened, bro, regardless of what we do, the president does not really fucking matter as a people. For us to grow as a people, I feel like we doing that shit. As a people. I feel like we doing that shit more as a people, more so than we gonna grow than rather than, you know what I'm saying, who the fuck the president is type shit. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like we coming together as a people more than what's right from wrong type shit.
I mean, like with Trump being president in the last 4 years, there's been a lot of people been able to get away with saying how they really feel.
Yeah.
And then throwing Trump behind it and being like, oh no, I'm not racist. I'm just a Trump supporter and shit like that. Exactly. And my whole stance on Trump is that folks them are just not qualified to be a politician.
Exactly.
It don't matter president, it's just politician.
Yep.
It's not qualified.
Bro, so do y'all remember the type of shit Trump was like doing though in office, bro? He was like bombing niggas, bro. He had America leave up out of the fucking.
He took the troops out.
We bombed Syria in like January, February,
bro.
Before Corona, we was finna like World War III.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
hey, and this is what I'm saying about black people being hard on black people, right? So Obama president, right? And we on Obama every step because you know how white people look at us. You feel me? When we in a job that they ain't give us.
Waiting for that nigga, bro.
Donald Trump has fucked everything up that you would have been step by step criticizing Obama for. No president. Listen to me, G. And this is my dad is a history buff, like in general, race aside. Like he a history buff. No president in the history of the presidency has ever held control of his shit. No president has ever held control of his shit after the fact, bro. Donald Trump held control of the Trump Towers and all that shit. Was making world leaders stay in the Trump Towers. You feel me? I'm like, nobody's done that shit, bro.
Overuse of power.
Obama and them have been lawyers, like accomplished lawyers, bro. They ain't make niggas use their law firm when they came to Chicago. You feel me? I'm like Obama, Trump has misused his power in every way possible.
Got some music on, folks.
For real, G.
Got deep in here.
Damn, DJ, turn it the fuck down, G. DJ, turn it down is what we gonna call you.
Damn, bro, it's Sunday again, bro. It was just Friday.
It was.
Bro, niggas teed on Friday, bro. I ain't gonna lie, G.
You know what, though? It's been another motherfucking episode of 773 LSD.
Yes, sir.
We talked about some real shit. We had some real conversations. Got on some funny shit. Got on some real shit. But what I need from y'all to do right now is comment y'all opinion on anything we done talked about. If y'all got a request on what you want to talk about next, you got a thought about what we said.
Like,
right, man. Right, let us know because we don't know how you really coming unless you comment. So comment, like, share.
Bet off, and y'all can add us on the Twitter page. All the handles are the same. Southside 3 LSDs. It's all the same handles. Add us on
and
Twitter.
And we're gonna reply to your shit.
Check us out on Apple and Spotify too. Anchor, all that shit.
All that shit.
We just dropped all those links, so add us on that.
Like, subscribe, all that shit.
So now you can listen to us.
Hey, you can tell a friend to tell a sister, brother, grandmother, mother, like bring everybody in tune, man.
All right, look for the LSD sticker, G. Right, it's gonna be
look for this Latin King be around in this
motherfucker. Fuck, I'm not. No, G. He tweaking.
This Alpha Alpha right here. Ice, baby.
but it's a wrap for this episode.
Yeah, man.
Take us out. Play that Cino.
And he know.
Casino.
She said she wanna be alone. She keep it out, just dying. I'm tired of it. What? She want my by my side.
Hey, you got her name Hey. That shit, man. Hey, shout out man.
Shout out that nigga Francino. We got
Check out our boy Francino, bro.
That's that mind, body, soul by Francino, man. Get into
Francino.
His EP just dropped. Sex, drugs, love, and hoes.
Hey, follow that nigga. Add that shit. That shit is definitely a hit.
It's on Apple Music. Check it out. Stop laughing at me, man. I'm off the do say.
Check out our boy Francino. Sex, drugs,
it's by Francino, though. Check it out on Apple Music. This right here, this that ride with me. Hey.
Check that boy Cino out, man.
Okay.
Chicago.
That's how I get the fuck up out of here. Folks ass capping.
Take off. Ride with me, smoking with me, ride with me. Obviously, you feeling the way I'm feeling. Leave with me. You don't wanna leave with me. You got too close to me. I know I was I treat you violently. All that you can say is sometimes it's my apology. Since you ain't here with me,
I'm telling y'all, this nigga trying to. Thank you.